Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Talk. Alright, I tried Streamlabs. I'm still trying to learn that. But anyway, what am I on here tonight now? I'm on a couple things. Alright, good. Let's see what we got going on here. So today, it's October 18th, 2022. I think I should put the date on there or something. I don't know. But recently we found out that the nobody was testing for the transmission, if it could be transmitted. If the puka that you injected could stop the transmission. It was told to us that it would be in 100%, blah, 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 blah. We all know that. So, obviously, that isn't the case, and they, foot and mouth, and it's just a matter of time when people start to realize that they're just full of shit. And we're talking about Big Pharma, Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, you name it. They're all just a bunch of bioweapon engineers, basically, in my opinion. But something came down the pike recently, and I think they're scrambling, or they're having some sort of an emergency meeting. And see if I can get to that. So, the CDC committee will convene this week and likely vote Thursday to deliver permanent legal indemnity to Pfizer and Moderna through the process of adding the drug company's mRNA injections to the child and adolescent immunization schedule. Meaning they want to make it okay for absolutely for kids and to not be liable for this at all, to be completely indemnified, completely untouchable. So that's kind of interesting that we just find out that they're doing nefarious, criminalistic crap, it seems like. No, we didn't, because we didn't test or get any data or do any trials or anything of that nature to see if it would stop the transmission. That just didn't happen all of a sudden. So now, all of a sudden, they want to have this emergency meeting, in a sense, to make it completely and totally untouchable for them, to be in no way legally compliant, complicit in a sense, at least not compliant, complicit in any way, shape, or form. And that's just fucking crazy. That is just absolutely crazy that, for one, our own government and others across the world are probably going to okay this. But it's, for example, it's like, what I think it is, I think it's more of, so let's just say that I have a company, right? And my company has shown that this product doesn't do what it says it does in any way, shape, or form. It's also life-threatening, and it's actually a killer. Basically, it is my product that I'm selling is a bioweapon, right? It's basically just something that's just destroying and killing people left and right. And but I'm so rich, and I have so much influence with my money that I'm going to make sure that the government, the United States government, grants me absolute immunity, indemnification, and protection from any legal aftermath at all. And it's like I have this thing that's just destroying people's lives in a sense. But I'm gonna make sure they take it. I'm gonna keep advertising that it's gonna do something for you or help something for you. But in actuality and in all factuality, in a sense, which doesn't exist that much anymore, I it's hurting people. It's just killing, hurting, the whole nine yards. And my product that I know is useless and has been from the get-go. So if it's useless and I know it doesn't help and it doesn't do this, but all it does is just kill, maim, sterilize, on and on and on, cause cancers and blood clots and myocarditis and all this other crap. But I still want it to go out on the to be marketed, and I still am making sure that it's going to be able to be used and for people to see my commercials and my marketing, to fear them with the new variants that are coming out left and right. Now I have all this money and power where I can, because I just made over $100 million. Right? In the past year and a half, I just made a whole bunch of money, and that money is going to go right back into the system. With your politicians, your legislators, judiciaries, executives, and department heads, and to help them get reelected, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And all these people are complacent. They should be, or now, everybody that I'm helping to fund and getting their donations and help them to get reelected. I'm going to keep thinking this is me. I'm Pfizer. I'm Moderna. I'm this, right? So now I can't be touched. I can't be thrown in jail. I can't be prosecuted. I can't anything. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's what this is about. And it's just freaking, it's horrific on what's happening. It's just fucking horrific, right? And they're going to vote in 2 days. And this is going to go through, and nobody's talking about this. You're not seeing this on mainstream media. You're not seeing, so my product that I have that's deadly and basically a bioweapon, I can send it out now and not get touched. You can't subpoena me, you can't summon me, you can't touch me. I'm completely indemnified. And now this stuff is like there. It is so crazy. This is fucking insane. I'm surprised that people aren't marching on the streets saying this is just ludicrous. This is insanity, right? I mean, Stockholm syndrome galore all over the place with the meek, malleable, and compliant, but this is just fucking nuts. This is nuts. This is probably going to go through. Right? And I don't know what's going to be able to supersede, the ruling or the law or whatever they're trying to pass to protect, them, because now they know. They just recently found out, and everybody's like, oh, wait a second. So it doesn't prevent the transmission? Is that what you're saying? Of course, no, my product doesn't. It doesn't. My product doesn't. Right? I work for these big companies. I am this big company, and I can send out whatever I want to, however I want, because I have the politicians in the palm of my fucking hand. Right? In the palm of my hand. This is just craziness. Right? And then they're going to say it's okay, and then they're going to make sure they can get it out to kids. And, this is just, it's genocide. It's complete genocide. So my bioweapon that I'm sending out there, because I'm some big pharmaceutical company, now I'm untouchable, I'm indemnified, I'm not liable, you can't take me to court, you can't freaking touch me. You can't touch me. Right? It's just sickening, disturbing, heinous, terrible. I mean, there's not even a word for what the fuck is happening. But it's just insanity. It's complete insanity. And however you want to get around this, our own government these politicians, these legislators, judiciaries, executives, department heads, they're all allowing this. They're all supporting it. They're supporting my product. I'm just kidding. Saying it's my product. I'm the Pfizer Derma people. That's my gig. I'm Bill Gates. Whatever the fucking case may be. They're going to make sure that my disgusting product is going to be able to go out. It's like sending out, toys that explode. It's like sending out, toasters that explode. It's like, you plug it in, it'll last for an hour and a half and then explode, or a year and a half and explode. But you can't touch me. I'm not liable. How is that? And I mean, that was the case beginning, but now they're going to stamp it. They're going to seal it, stamp it. This is fucking happening. And we just learned. So all of a sudden they're trying so hard now to protect themselves because they feel they're this lady that was on something small or whatever her name was, one of the CEOs from Pfizer, right? Oh, it was all, we're moving at the speed of science. What the fuck does that mean? There is not a speed of science. Science doesn't have, or you can't escalate or elevate science in that manner. It just doesn't work. It means what she's saying is the speed of science, just whatever that term meant. It just meant that we're going to skip some things. We're gonna glaze over it. We're gonna, let's just not put this in there, that in there. Let's just get it out there. Because of some flu that was out there. Tamiflu disappeared as soon as the corona thing came around, right? All of a sudden, Tamiflu disappeared, and all these other flu symptoms that nobody brought up anymore, right? Man, these people are they're crazy. They're crazy. And I'm just making the short video just to let you know that this is really bad. This is something that needs to be taken care of. You guys need to pay attention to this, because this, God. We've got to start holding our public figures and these people that are supposedly looking out for our interest accountable. We have to start, and what's interesting is they're all untouchable. They're protected by the police. They're protected by the military. They're protected by the National Guard. They're protected. When it comes down to it, they're protected. That's the sad thing about all this, is they're totally protected. And they know it. Because I don't fund the police. My tax dollars do. Right? I don't fund where they get their gear or how much they're paid. Right? I don't do any of that. That's not me. Their masters are not the 99%. The police, anybody, the security of the politicians, their security forces are intact. We're losing our security forces. That's what the Second Amendment was about. The Second Amendment was about to make sure that you would have protection against a government that turned on you. And they are. This is happening since this has been happening for a while, but it's compounded tenfold. Now the government has completely become the criminal, not just against its own people, right? Not just against its own people, but against the world. It's been doing that for a long time, right? Ukraine, that's just the biggest money laundering scheme. Now they're going into Haiti, right? Because Haiti needs to be helped. Everybody needs to be helped. They need, democracy. They call it the democracy in the shape of more money for the military-industrial complex. I mean, those fuckers have been getting on the average about $750 billion. On the average of $750 billion since 9/11. That's a lot of freaking money. We're in debt $30 trillion. I think it's like, I don't know, look up the debt class. In fact, the whole system is rigged this way and now they want to bring the digital currency so that you'll have no say at all. And now they're hoarding gold like crazy. I mean, we're talking billionaires and companies and governments across the world are hoarding the gold, but they're going to put you on digital currency, right? And they're going to socially manipulate you. They're going to enslave you socially, meaning that, and it's already happening. It's already happening in China, and a few other countries are already starting to implement this. You know, a passport, and if they're digital passports, so if you flip somebody off and you pissed off somebody or the wrong person, they got influence or whatever, they can screw you over. This is getting so Orwellian. It's past Orwellian. It's almost past authoritarianism and the fascism and everything that's happening right now. It's just insane, and I'm surprised to see, or excuse me, surprised to not see, and this is surprised of the Nazis in Ukraine and, you know, all around, but I'm talking about surprised to see, right, all of the U.S. 99% doing nothing. I'm surprised that they're doing nothing. Nobody's doing anything. We are like the best. We're so easily swayed, so easily marketed to, so easily tricked. You know, trust me, I know what being tricked feels like. Played. I know. And I think I'm a smart guy, but I'm telling you, I've been played big. But what I'm saying is, in this particular case, in regards to what they're doing here, in regards to these injectional pokes that they're going to make sure everybody takes, you know, and the social credit scores that everybody's going to need in order to survive and live and exist and get gas and blah blah blah, right? And then on the other hand, all this stuff is just deadly. They've been killing us for decades. You know, holistic, organic is real. It's we've been poisoning ourselves for far too long. But let's get back to the point I'm making here. Nobody's doing shit. Okay? If you're protesting for Assange, you better say something shitty about the World Economic Forum. Right? And the sad thing about everything with that Assange, whatever that was, I don't think anybody brought up the World Economic Forum, ETAL, or BlackRock, or Vanguard, or Chatham House, or Center for Relations, and all these other places that are helping to let this happen. The monarchs, the Rothschilds, the Churchills, I mean, you just whoever, right? All these oligarchs, monarchies that are controlling pretty much everything. And people think that's just a big conspiracy, but it's been proven over and over again. There are some really sick, disgusting human beings out there that are just laughing at you, laughing and drinking martinis of the best vodka and the best foods, and they're eating lobster and steak, and they want you to eat bugs. They're going to get you to eat bugs and more bugs and worms, right? My God, people, come on, snap the fuck out of it. I mean, we're seeing wonderful and great efforts by other countries protesting in the masses. It's not being covered, of course, by CNN, MSNBC. You know, I didn't even see Fox even looking at it. You know, Al Jazeera, PBS, bullshit. PBS is fucking owned by the oligarchs, by the 0.001%, right? The Associated Press is bullshit. New York, it's all bullshit. They're all bullshit. They don't fucking care about you. But the thing is people are watching. We're just so easily tricked and swayed, but nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing a shit. I'm creating a website, trying to get people's attention. Get out there and march. You know, I created a great new .org, which is FTheWEF.org. That's got to be the most catchiest one I've had so far. But I'm trying to get people to get up there and be individuals and go out and use your God-given galaxy, universal given rights to protect yourself, right? To take care of you, your family, and your heritage. And I just not seeing it happen. So I need people to start to understand, talk about the 99%, talking about the World Economic Forum that's totally they're the hub, right? Even though you have big players in the background, CFR, Chatham House, the Rothschilds, whatever. But this is where all the information comes from. And these are the people, Yuval Harari, the psychopath. You're not going to be needed anymore, and you're going to put a chip in the head so we can control you. This is not bullshit. These are words these people are saying. They're not conspiracy theories. These are actual agendas that they're publishing and talking about. Like it's okay. This is fucking insanity. This is just insanity. And now they're going to have this vote so they can't be touched. Right? They're being protected by the same people you think are protecting you, but they're not. Look, Tulsi Gabbard is left the Democratic Party, but guess what? She's a part of it. She's one of the greatest PSYOP workers. That's what she's trained for. Right? That's what she's trained for. She's trained to get you to follow what she's doing and how she's doing it, but she will never denounce the World Economic Forum. She will never say what criminals they really are. And all of them are. She's not. She's not going to do that. And so all I'm saying to you now is be like the other countries that are out there and start getting on the streets, because if you don't start doing it now, then it's over. It's really over. And I'm not kidding. And you're going to go, well, maybe we should have listened to Jim. You don't want to fucking hear that. You don't want to say that. You don't want to go, wow, maybe we should have listened to that guy. No, you don't want that to happen. You want to be, it's good things. A lot of people like Jimmy or James or from Montauk were saying get the fuck out there and start protesting and start being vigilant, right? Revolt in a peaceful manner, right? And get out there and start protesting, letting them know that they need to fucking stop these crazy fucking globalists and these oligarchs, these monarchies that are controlling your public servants that are fucking liable. This is insano. This is insano. Anyway, I'm making it short tonight, but I just wanted to say, do what you can when you're able. That's it. Just do whatever you can when you're able. Get out there. I know there's a lot of people you can't help anymore. There's still some just COVIDiot, just completely bought and sold, soon to be slaves, or dead on Facebook and all these other social media platforms. That, it's about you saving you and your family and your friends and your loved ones and the people that you care about. That's it. That's it. Right? And the problem is right now there's just not enough fervor. You're just not mad enough. You're not alarmed. You're not scared enough. What does it take to fucking slap everybody in the face and say, wake the fuck up? Right? You're being scammed. You're being taken advantage of. You're being abused. You're being beaten. You're being battered. Right? Some people are in Stockholm Syndrome for years. It happens. Trust me, I know. But the thing is when it comes to the world and ourselves, we need to start taking this upon ourselves to go, that's enough, and do what we need to do to take care of each other. Anyway, aloha. If you need any information on this, just let me know. But I give a shit, and that's why I do this. I'm not getting paid to do this, right? I'm not getting paid brought to you by Pfizer. I give a shit. And I always have. All right. Thank you for being on Mahalo Nui Aloha, doing the shaka.